welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Welcome to the EST Hangout Wednesday edition of the show. Tom Gazzola, Jasmine Commissioner, the commish, and the birthday girl, Quinn Phillips. Welcome back. Hello, Quinn.
Hi.
What's up, Jasmine?
What up? Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Quinn.
Thank you.
Tommy and Quinn,
Thank
same
you.
week. That's
Same
pretty
week.
cool.
Yeah, we're Libra babies.
Yeah, we are.
I think we got Libra vibes too. I don't know much about it.
Me
but
neither. I don't pay attention.
Do you know anything about astrology?
No.
No.
But
And
we're supposed to be like pretty chill.
we're the best.
Libras are the best,
Totally.
frankly.
Also,
Nice.
a little asterisk there. The 23rd, my birthday is like the day it flips from Virgo.
You're a cusp. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had girls I've dated before who were super into that stuff, and they'd be like, "Oh, your sign is in Virgo today. You're like this." I can totally tell them. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tom's just having a day.
Tom's just having
Tom's
a
just having a day.
You're one
And in
day
a-
after autumn, so.
and an
Yes.
unsurprising twist, you're not still dating those girls.
Oh, short like my pants today. Get into the conversation. The Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999 and the nasty chat. Please indeed wish birthday girl Quinn Phillips a happy B-Day and welcome back,
watching.
Jasmine. Jasmine, you're going to be back. Yes, you are. You are watching.
yeah.
You're monitoring the nasty chat. You're back tomorrow as well.
I am back to back, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a good show tomorrow as well. Jolene Latimer's coming in. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Girl power!
Yeah.
It has been a girl week on
Let's
the
talk about
Hangout.
girl things this entire show.
Oh, I'll just shut up. I'll just read the liners every 20 minutes. You go ahead. Yeah. Treble hop in.
What are girl things, though?
Oh, no, I don't know. Lots to talk about. But well, birthday stuff, of course. Like, you're saying you and I should have planned stuff. And I was like, didn't we? But we never
We've
have.
never planned anything together. We're 2 days apart. Our birthdays are 2 days apart.
Yes.
No, and you know what? Like, because like I
we have
tend to
same
do
friend
sporting
groups.
events. We have a lot,
Yeah.
same friend groups. Like, we really should have done it.
Yeah.
So this year, I'm actually doing like a Sunday fun day and watching the Vikings-Packers game.
Oh.
I've got a big table booked at
Where?
Canadian Ice House.
Oh, I live right by there.
Yeah, well, come on by. I will
Maybe
be
I
wearing
will.
my Packers stuff, and I'm going to ask Paulina to bring our cheese heads.
All right.
I've now adopted them. They are hers 100%, but I will be wearing a cheese head.
Fantastic. That's a
Yeah.
great way to celebrate a birthday.
So, anybody that wants to watch some NFL on Sunday and, see me get a little silly.
Do you have Monday off?
Yeah, I do have Monday off because it is
right,
National
it's the
Day
national-
for
yes.
Truth and Reconciliation and Orange Shirt Day. And I just
yeah.
remembered I forgot my orange pin,
have
my
Monday
orange
off,
ribbon.
too.
So,
All right.
I mean,
Sunday, fun day
so-
indeed. I'll see you there.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah, Jasmine, you want to come? I'm inviting
down.
Jasmine.
Hey, that line, I was just going to say, it's -2.5 for Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
I know, because the Vikings have been
Well, the
ripping
Vikings
it.
are undefeated for yeah. You know what? It'll be a tight game, that's for sure.
It's going to be a good one.
It's funny because one of my best friends who lives in Reno, Nevada, of all places, is a big Vikings fan, like very, very big Vikings fan. So it's not always our best day when we're playing each other, but yeah, I think she lives in Reno.
How did she end up in Reno and not Las Vegas? Work?
Okay, so funny story. She did actually live in Las Vegas. That's how
Okay.
I know her. She went to school with my brother.
UNLV, right?
UNLV, yeah. They were both on the swim team. They kind of dated for a little bit.
Oh, all right. Attaboy, Kevin.
I think my brother wasn't good to her.
Oh,
Anyways, it's better that they're friends. Where was I going with that? Yeah. So anyways, Reno, because it is a quick flight or drive to San Francisco. So her flight, she's a flight attendant. So she's based out of San Francisco, which is obviously way too expensive to live.
Yes.
I actually went to go visit her one time and she was living above a flower shop with 6 people in a 3-bedroom.
As a flight attendant.
As a flight attendant. So
man.
she shared a bed with her friend / roommate,
Ew.
Liz.
Wow.
And then when I went to go visit, I had to like sleep on the couch and it was just like wild because there's so many people that live there. I was like, this is not sustainable. Could you imagine living with like 5 other people?
I can hardly imagine living with another future
One other
Mr.
person.
Gazzola, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
and even that, I'll be like, oh,
I don't even think the future Mr. Phillips is going to live with me.
yeah. You can have the condo down the street.
Yeah, you just stay where you are.
I'll see you later.
I think this is more sustainable.
Yeah, peace of mind, serenity now.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so that's why she's in Reno. And yeah, let's just make it a joint birthday party. It's my friend
mine's
Claire
passed, though.
from South Fort Chev.
Yeah.
As well. It's her birthday on the 30th.
Happy birthday. We're going to be there on Friday. Or no, we're going to be at Century Casino. We're at South Fort Chev on October 4th.
On October 4th.
I'll get to meet her.
Next
I don't think
week.
I met her.
You haven't met her? She was at the tournament, but and of course I do the bits with her, our
Yes,
podcast.
you do the bits,
so
yes.
yeah. Yeah. So it'll just be like a big old party. When's your birthday?
It's in April.
Oh yeah, you're not even close.
Yeah.
Are you like a Taurus or something?
I'm an Aries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, what does this mean?
I don't even know.
Well,
Can
we're all-
somebody message in and tell us like what a Libra means?
Yeah, we're all bubbly and effervescent. That's all I know.
Wow.
Yeah, and like pretty chill, but like
No, I'm just
go
saying
with the
us
flow.
three in general.
Oh, us 3 in general.
We vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We obviously read each other's minds.
Yeah, we both walked in here with red outfits today.
Yeah.
Red is so in, by the way. This and leopard print. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And bold shoes. Hence
Oh, yeah.
silver shoes on.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we were burning Tommy on his grandpa gear.
I mean, he definitely has the most boring outfit in the office today. Dustin's got some pizzazz with
Yeah.
his shoes.
Oh,
He's got a
my
sick pair of
goodness.
Nikes on.
LT
Yeah, he
looks
finally
good.
got nice
LT
Nikes.
is always just got some
He
flair
does-
going.
Did you see his Penny Hardaway jersey yesterday?
Yes.
His Orlando
I
Magic.
noticed.
Yeah.
That was nice.
So, and then, Trev, you didn't even see Trev.
You know what? I didn't
You looked
even
right
really
past him.
He just left us. I thought he was sitting
He
here.
was just here.
Honestly, like he sat in this room for quite a while,
Yeah,
and
he
I don't
did.
even know if like I took any recognition of him whatsoever.
I've been getting shredded for my shorts yesterday, and then like these ones,
What are people saying?
I don't know.
Short jokes.
I don't care. I don't
But the
care.
nasties are savage. They're funny.
They're regular length shorts.
That just happened to scoot up when you sit down.
Yeah, because I got a big old hockey booty.
Hey, rock it then, right?
Yeah, thank you.
And you know what?
You're looking at me like you're full of crap.
Yeah.
It's gonna. It's a hot day. It's all good, right?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to rock like the dress one last time before you had to put it away, right?
Yeah, this is like our last like super hot day according to Clausen. I think we're supposed to get like 26.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
more.
26 today. It was originally supposed to be 30. And I
Oh,
was
that
like,
would've
come
been
on, man,
great.
don't do that to me.
Yeah.
As we've talked about multiple times, I sweat a lot. I'm always hot. I'm sick of sweating. You know, like I'm definitely one of those people that is like very ready for fall, very ready for winter, very ready to not feel like I'm going to melt at any time.
Like soggy.
Soggy.
have
That's such
no
a great way. And
comment.
it's just like sticky and dirty and like
Shiny.
30 degrees today. That would just ruin my birthday.
I'm gonna sit like this the rest of the
How's
day.
Sunday gonna be? Why?
Reed Wilkins just sent me a picture, a screen grab of my crotch. So I'm gonna sit like this.
Holy.
Okay, so we got a
look
hot
at this.
day.
A Libra is more sociable, intelligent, creative. Yeah, but
Hey, all right.
I mean, I have, yeah. Yeah,
Very
no, I
cool.
believe that with you too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I put my mind to it. We got lots to get to. Did you make a million notes today?
I did. I made a list, but I wanted Quinn to really take the lead today, and I thought Belzy would be here, so I thought I'd be chilling.
Yeah, Belzy, if you didn't catch it earlier, Sean's lovely wife Lindsay in labor. Baby Belle, number 2, on the way. It's a boy.
And looking like going to be a September 25th baby.
Hey.
That's
So
wild.
Yeah.
it is a popular day. There's already a couple people, I think, in the chat who have said that it's their birthday.
It's their birthday. Happy birthday.
So this is actually a pretty crazy story. My dad's mom, my nana, immigrated here from Poland. I don't know what year. I'm gonna say probably 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe before that. And so when she got here, she didn't have a lot of her stuff. And so she always just celebrated her birthday on October 3rd. eventually tracked down her birth certificate because she didn't know when her birthday was.
What?
So she just
Yeah,
always
so a
like
lot of us
celebrated.
immigrant
Celebrated on October 3rd or 4th or something like that.
picked a day.
And got her birth certificate and just didn't really say anything. So then I'm born on September 25th and she's like, well, I got my birth certificate and I'm actually also born on September 25th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then she just changed when she celebrated her birthday to her regular day, which was also my birthday.
Double whammy.
A double whammy. Yeah. A lot for the family, but
Think about the odds, though. That's just wild.
it is
Right?
very crazy.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
Also-
There's something about the 25th. It's really popular. Like I
Yeah.
know a few people.
It's a nice number, too.
It is good little number.
I
09,
like that.
25.
232 because of Jordan. Like,
Yeah, that's what I think of every time.
that's what you do? Seriously?
No.
I must believe you. Like, wait a second.
No.
Yeah.
Also,
big MJ fan here.
He's better than LeBron.
and your mom's Polish, too. So maybe that's why you guys, like, vibe, too, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. My mom's from Poland, but she knows her birthday. And she moved here, I think, in like 83 or 84.
Yeah, so like about 6 years difference.
Yeah, that's a little gap there.
Yeah.
But my dad wheeled
Things
us.
changed in that time.
My
yeah,
dad
right.
wheeled my mom at a slow pitch tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No joke.
Vibes, eh?
Yeah.
That's where we first kind of talked.
You and I.
As
Oh
slow
yeah.
pitch, Meadowview Ball Diamonds.
St. Albert.
Yeah.
Great setup there.
Do you still play?
No.
How long has it been since you've played?
7 or 8 years probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
Gave up on that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to Hangout headlines.
Yeah.
Jasmine has a million things we need to get to.
Yeah, don't mind me if I'm just like,
No.
Please go off.
Do your thing.
I came unprepared. In fact, I was
No,
almost
it's your
late.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
Shout out to everybody on 107th Ave driving 45.
Oh
and
my
60.
goodness.
I'm like, I don't have time for
I
this
was
today.
late
Do you
too.
have nowhere to be, you window lickers? I just don't get it.
just go.
Drive.
There's
Just drive.
two
It's
room
60.
bills of cars I could just get in front of you.
And like everybody was like just trapping me, and I was like, this is like fueling a rage fire that like I don't know if I can contain much longer.
You're in the tree of
And then
trust.
these
You're allowed to
poor-
vent. I think
these
Jasmine's
poor
gonna get the green
buggers
light.
were crossing the street. Like when I was turning onto Mayfield Road or 170,
Yeah.
whatever it is, and like they were crossing the street, and I was like, "Go, hurry!"
Why are you not
and he was like,
going?
"Oh, sorry," and then I just was like, and they got past me, and I was like, "That was actually unnecessary." Like they did
Yeah.
nothing to me.
1 second, Quinn, you know what's so funny when I was driving in because I kind of had the same issue as you, and it'd be like it would literally be like a green light, and it's just they're just chilling. Anywho, so I'm like turning into EST headquarters. I'm like, it better not be Quinn Phillips because I'm tailgating this person. I'm like, I'm late.
Oh, you would never be tailgating me.
No, but
you would
I
barely be able to keep up.
Wait, but the thing is, I'm like, do not tailgate this person because it could be Quinn, and you know, and you're like, what's your problem?
Yeah, you psycho.
Yeah, he's like they were like at the hangout, like this girl.
Yeah, what an insane driver. No, I was just revving my engine at pedestrians.
You and me both were the ones. I love it. Sorry.
No, this is very good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels this way driving on 107th Ave, where it's like, what are you doing? Why are we going 40? What is this? It says 60.
It's so unnecessary.
Go.
Yeah.
And
On the
it's just, I
right
just
lane.
don't get it.
Yeah.
Do you have nowhere to be? It just
some-
doesn't make sense to
Yeah,
me.
but you know, I'm jealous. Must be nice.
It must be nice.
No,
Some of them-
even if I have nowhere to be, I
self-awareness.
drive fast.
Some of them you see. Some of them you
Live
see.
fast, die
Same
young.
girl.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
On 107th, some of them you see just casually 2 and 10. Sometimes they have a cigarette in their fingers.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing right now? Why are you out here?
How do you exist?
Yeah, just wait another hour.
Does anybody love you?
Oh.
Does your mother even love you if you
Oh.
drive like this?
Wow.
I'm
I love
joking.
this savagery.
This
I'm
is
just like,
savage.
I'm
I
a
am-
little jealous of you.
Well, we're off to a feisty start here on the Hangout on this Wednesday edition of it. Tom Gazzola, Quinn Phillips, Jasmine Sidhu. Let's get to Hangout headlines. We've got a lot to rant
Quinn, you
about.
funny.
We're all fired up, yeah. Hangout headlines are brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, offering premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value. The Ranch closing on October 20th. That's a hard end to the season, as our good friend and host of the VIP Golf Show, Murray McCourt, put it out there. All right, ladies, outside of ripping slow drivers on 107th because they suck. What else are we talking about today? Because Jasmine, you had a bunch of things. I have a couple things I want to bring up, and then obviously Quinn, the birthday girl, whatever you want to talk about.
Honestly, I came here with zero plan.
All right, perfect.
Quinn, so you started a fantasy, hey? A football fantasy team now? Or sorry,
I don't want to
football
talk about
fantasy
it. I joined a fantasy league. This is my first time ever. For starters, I texted Dustin asking him for tips. Did he reply?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
He did not reply. I could have used the help. Listen, yeah, buddy, I'm 0-6.
Oh, what?
Because we have like the dual scoring, so it's like the league
you're talking
median.
about CFL or NFL?
NFL.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
double every week, basically.
Yeah. And I've never even been over the league median. And like, I just keep getting absolutely owned. Like Rashid Shaheed, receiver for the Saints.
I have him too.
Week 1, 15 points. Week 2, like 18 or 19 points. I put him in this week because he was on my bench because I've got quite a few good receivers. 0 points. 0.
Yeah, the Saints got a reality check this past week.
They got a reality check
Yeah.
and he's back on my bench.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He did you dirty.
And then it's just like I have Alan Lazard, who like former Packer, love him, obviously with
doing well in that,
my former guy Aaron Rodgers. You know, he put up like 13 points and I had him on my bench and I'm just like Shaheed was in, and so I just keep getting really bad luck. Plus obviously my team is just not good enough. I mean, I lost to he was my second quarterback.
Ooh.
And so now it's like I have Caleb Williams now, but
I had Caleb Williams, you guys. I
he
dropped
put
him
up,
for
like-
Minshew. I'm very pissed about this.
well, that sucks because he got like 25 points
Yes,
this week.
I know.
And I just traded for him. I traded Mike Evans, receiver Mike Evans for Caleb, and Caleb put up 25 points and Mike Evans put up 4 points this week. And I was like,
Such
a
won the
hit or miss,
trade
Mike Evans.
already.
Yeah.
Won the trade. I thought I was like losing the trade, but I was just like, I need a quarterback because Tua's out.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up, but maybe it's a good thing that we can all vent together, everybody who has fantasy. Welcome to football fantasy. When
This
you are
is insane.
stressed out, when you are rattled, I hope there was money involved in this because that's what makes it even more.
Yeah, it was
Juicy.
it's a $900 prize.
Nice.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a long season. I'm way behind.
It is
I'm in
girl,
10th.
and it just started.
I'm in 10th out of 10. I am last place. I am horrified. Because I don't feel like I have that many bad players. Oh, yeah. And then, like, my tight end, I put in Likely, sat Goddard. Goddard puts up, like, 22 points. And I'm like, and Likely puts up 3. And I'm like, I just keep making real bad decisions. Real bad decisions.
Why I don't play.
Yeah.
It makes you, it's so fun, though.
It's so fun.
God.
No,
when
I
you're
can't
winning.
stand it.
Already addicted.
And then you know when the quarterback gets that pass and like you get that TD, you're just going wild and it's so much fun.
You know what, Jasmine? I just watched the game because I love it. This text
You're
comes
bland
in.
like your shorts.
Yeah. You see how short they are? This text goes in, Paris Jewelers, inbox 780-218-9999. Quinn, you were cool until you said you were a Packers fan. Go Vikings. Skull!
Good matchup this week. My brother's a huge Packers fan, so I grew up in like a Packers home, but
I'm going to wear my cheese head next time I come for the hangout.
Please
Maybe
do.
even the draft, actually.
Please do.
Just to
You'd
really
be so
continue
cute.
to rub it in.
Do it. Do it. Gold Medal Mark texting us says, love the show, Quinn. As a former airborne traffic reporter, I implore you to slow down. I've seen some gnarly situations. Speed is not worth it. Gold Medal Mark. Gold Medal Mark and I were talking about this. He would do helicopter traffic.
Okay, but like Gold Medal Mark, like I wasn't speeding. We were going 45.
Yeah,
I just wanted to go the speed limit. I just wanted to go the speed limit.
Let's go speed limit.
I actually don't speed. That said, coming up Mayfield, I was going 80 because it was a rage. Like I just had to get my rage out. And then as soon as I turned to come in here, I was like, all right, then we get back to our regular speed and just cool it. But I've gotten too many speeding tickets in my time. I got to stop speeding. So I don't really speed anymore unless I'm late, which is often.
Don't do it. Lay off the gas.
Oh, as if, please.
What?
As if.
I will not admit anything.
I abide by all traffic laws at all times.
Totally.
Yeah. Get out of here.
That's what I said.
One time I got busted, like fully texting and driving, like turning a corner like
No
this.
way.
Next to a cop.
No way.
And he looks at me and I'm like, oh, and he's like, pull over.
Oh, no.
This was like, or was he like angry?
No,
like,
and he looked and I was like, you're mad at me, aren't you? And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to give you a ticket, but just don't be so stupid. And I was like,
nice
yeah,
cop.
no, this is
Good cop.
fair.
Good cop.
This-
Good
yeah,
cop.
good cop. Yeah,
Good cop. Don't do that
exactly.
again.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Don't do that again. Good text coming in, 780-218-9999, Paris Jewelers inbox. Yeah. One text says, you're with two women today, Gazzer. Good luck getting a word in. Bahaha. Hey, you guys, it's your show. Let her rip.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you just take a coast here
Heck yeah, I'm just going to sit comfortably in my short shorts.
with my legs crossed.
My short shorts.
Yeah, because I've already had Reed Wilkins send a screen capture of my crotch to me.
Tommy, no offense, but that's you like every time, so don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Seat.
Why am I not? This is my seat. I always sit
is
in.
your seat.
Matt
I
usually
get it.
sits there.
Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Stop having so much fun on this show. I'm just joking. And then Reed says, I actually took that before the shorts talk started.
Edmonton
Someone took a
short stock.
sticky. Someone's at work and they sent this into the Paris Jewelers inbox. They took a screen grab and they post-it noted and drew on the post-it note a pair of shorts.
You have to
Pants,
tweet
actually,
that.
for me.
You have to tweet that and show the viewers.
the people deserve to
That
see
is
that.
funny.
That's a good one.
Too good.
You guys are good. Okay.
So okay, I'm so happy to hear that, my fellow sister here loves the NFL. Are you into NBA? Or you want to get into it? Or you think you'll get into it? Not all? Not even
No.
do the Raptors run?
Look at
Don't
that
worry,
face
we're not going
she's
to talk
making.
association. Oh, Maddie's not here and Tommy doesn't watch it either.
Yeah.
I casually glance at it.
Yeah.
Honestly, basketball's a real tough one for me. I just have never liked it. It's okay. Like, I mean, when you go see a game live, I do enjoy it. Listen, it might have something to do with the fact that I'm awful at it. Like, awful at it. I can't even, I'm right-handed. I can
you're
only
tall.
dribble with my left
Yeah.
hand. Yeah. And it's funny because I know a lot of really great basketball players, and respect what they do and everything. Especially the NBA, I just don't have any interest.
You know what? You need to, sorry.
I just
Oh,
don't.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I actually also really hate dynasties and
I do too.
you
That's
know,
the Maddie
so it's
thing.
just like,
It's a league of super teams now, is it not?
well, it's
like-
that's exactly it. It's just kind of stupid, and there's just, I don't know. Even like the Raptors run, I kind of got into it, but
I do really like Stingers games though, and I do keep tabs on them.
That's
and you
true.
can hear their broadcasts here on our station too.
okay, that's fair. I do appreciate
fun.
that.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because when I worked at Global as a sports reporter, I would always I would cover obviously a lot of U of A sports before we had the Stingers, and Brody Clark, one of my favorite guys. And I was always just honest with him.
A Stinger now.
Yeah, he's a Stinger now, former U of A. He just such a smart guy, such a good human being, absolutely adore him. And I used to always just be like, here I am covering my least favorite sport. Brody, what can you tell me? And he's like, I know, Quinn, you've already told me you don't like basketball.
Oh.
So it's just I just roast him a little. I'm like, well, this is boring. I don't know. There's just something about it.
It's all good. It's
Yeah.
just, you know what? Hopefully the season is entertaining this year. And if it is, you and me are going to watch a game together and I'm going to tell you why this is a good game to watch.
I
Tommy's like,
understand,
"Stop it."
I understand basketball and all that. And because I covered it for so many years, especially in Lethbridge, I had to, because Lethbridge, it was a pretty popular sport because it was Raymond. So, Raymond was in the area when I lived in Lethbridge, and they were big football and basketball
Yeah, their
people. And
football
they
teams
always
are
had
great.
really, really great athletes. So
Yeah.
I had to learn basketball pretty quickly because it just was not really my jam.
Yeah.
That and lacrosse just can't get behind either of those two sports.
I like lacrosse. I find it
is
very
fun to
fun.
play.
It's fun to. I think those games are great, but
Yeah.
I have a hard time with curling.
Oh, see, and I love curling.
Yeah, me, I'm
And
like,
I curl. Yeah.
I want to do
There
that.
I hear that it might be working on a bonus field.
We're doing Bonusfield. Might be at the Shamrock. We have 6 o'clock or lager on tap. I saw yesterday Shamrock was putting in the lines.
Putting in the ice,
And
getting all the paint in and
painting
stuff.
the house.
Yeah, I play in the Saturday Fun League. I'm not working there this year.
Oh, it was better when you worked there because you'd slide me a beer or two every now and then.
Well, I can still do that.
Oh,
Listen,
okay.
I know everybody that works there.
Tell Angela.
I know a few people.
Tubby's thirsty.
I got a guy.
Yeah.
I got a guy.
Got a guy.
I know I got gals. They're better.
Yeah,
better.
Yeah. So, love curling. Baseball, I don't watch it a ton on TV, but like love baseball when I go to games.
I have a baseball thing I want to bring up later on with you too.
Ohtani?
Get your thoughts on it. No, not Ohtani. It's Oakland A's stuff.
Okay.
But what else?
I think
golf. golf. Love golf.
Yeah, you are a big golfer.
She's a very good golfer.
Yeah.
Not golfed much this year. So on the Bits, we talk. We obviously talk a lot of sports, and like it is very well known in the Bits community. I hate tennis.
Oh,
Watching it,
I like
playing it,
tennis.
or both.
I love playing tennis.
Okay.
I hate tennis. That is just like the snobbiest sport to me.
Oh, yeah.
Then I got
Oh, yeah.
called out super hard, like because they're like, "Do you think that golf isn't an elitist sport?" Because I just think
is.
tennis is such an elitist sport. And do you want to know why I hate it? When the Davis Cup came here, do you remember that at Rexall?
Yes.
It was like Denis Shapovalov
Yeah.
and Vasek Pospisil
Yep.
and that Daniel guy. Anyways, doesn't matter. Tennis player, who cares?
Okay.
Anyways, and they were just such duds.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like talking
duds
to them?
talk to.
Those people are
And then
worse.
Bianca Andreescu really upset me one time because she was playing Serena Williams. Okay, Serena Williams in a final, and Serena had to retire due to injury.
I remember that.
And Bianca had the audacity to say to her, "Oh, this has happened to me. I know how you feel." Shut up. You don't know anything compared to Serena. Shut up. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
She's the GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT. You don't compare yourself to a GOAT.
You don't like. You have nothing in common with her.
Okay, I like that you brought this up because I've quite enjoyed watching Leila Annie Fernandez when she plays because she feels to me, I want to say this properly, like she's easier to cheer for than Bianca. And I was watching Bianca.
Bianca's not
at
easy to cheer for.
what was the whatever they renamed the Canadian Open or whatever it is, the National
Rogers
Bank.
Cup or
Yeah, whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gene and Bukauskas and Jack were out there calling it because it was during the Olympics. I'm watching Bianca and she's losing, and I just, you know, the Seinfeld where it's just like, no, that's too bad. That's how I felt. I'm like,
and like you should want to cheer for
want
a
a Canadian to win, but like Felix, I want to win. Chapo, I want to win.
Chapo is a
Milos
bum.
even.
That's why the U.S. Open was
bums.
boring, as discussed before.
I said this, and there was like that goose deuce, like that like drink that like basically pays for the like famous drink there. It's like Grey Goose with like
grapefruit, I think. Like those like ice balls.
and then the ice balls and like that's like
Where's
melon
this?
of some sort
In
at the
New
U.S.
York.
Open.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, yeah. And the sales were through the roof this year. And I was like, well, that's how you make tennis interesting, is you chug vodka.
Make
You know what
anything
else, Quinn?
interesting.
You
by
know how you
chugging
said it's
vodka.
such a snobby. What did you say about chugging vodka?
Makes anything interesting.
That's exactly it.
Hello.
Even tennis.
The snobby thing about tennis is, I was like, okay, it's like I want to go to Wimbledon. To get tickets to Wimbledon, I think it's starting at like 10 G's. As opposed, that's why people go to the U.S. Open because it's more affordable.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? Who's
And you
paying
get to
10
be in New
Gs?
York.
Rich
I
people.
like New York better than London anyways. I've actually been to Wimbledon because I was in London,
was
just
that?
outside.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't there for the tournament or anything.
I was like,
Just
what?
Been to the Wimbledon grounds.
Yeah. Still a good flex there.
That was before I was very jaded about tennis because I wasn't disappointed by the players.
Oh, there's a very deep Edmonton connection to Wimbledon. Grant Canton was the head groundskeeper at Wimbledon for years. He's from Stony Plain, and he's now over at Cougar Creek Golf Course. Moved back here, family reasons, stuff like that. Grant, great guy. Cougar Creek, obviously fantastic, great shape. Just past the ranch, not far from the ranch.
I played in a tournament there.
Yeah. And Grant,
couple weeks ago.
And
I
Grant
drove by it.
has some. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
He's got some like amazing stories about like how Serena would intimidate the other women in the locker room.
Whoa.
Just like
yeah,
by like
girl.
strutting through, like.
You know what?
That's
and like
part of the game.
I talk about tennis and like how I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Serena. I love Serena.
Me
I
too.
watched the documentary Being Serena and like just I really adore her.
Like what she's gone through,
and just
where she
like,
came.
she's tough as nails,
Yeah,
and
she
like
is. So
her
athletic.
childbirth was awful. Like she almost died and then still came back and played. Like she's
Didn't she
she's
play
a
when
hell
she was
of a person,
pregnant?
and she played
Yes.
when she won the U.S. Open, I think, when she was pregnant, like 4 months or something like that. Like and like never been
Is that
pregnant,
safe?
but I'm sure women, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure she had like a team of medical.
Oh,
Yeah,
medical
oh,
staff
of
around
course,
her,
yeah. So like she's absolutely incredible. She's a hell of an athlete, and I don't disregard the athleticism of tennis. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
like, because I took tennis lessons. I got my teacher to serve at like 70%. Can't even see the ball, and that is at his 70%, and he can probably not even get it to the like speed that the pro players get it, right? And like it's you have to be crazy athletic, reactive, that kind of thing. It's just
Is that similar to baseball, Tommy? Like when you
Yeah,
guys look at-
actually, yeah, that's a good point. Because a lot of all these guys have, and girls that play baseball have fast twitch like reaction, but
yeah.
And with baseball, you gotta see the laces, right, coming at you. Is it like
Yeah,
similar
you
with
see
tennis?
it's the same as tennis
Yeah.
because they do actually watch like how it's throwing
Spinning.
and
Yeah.
how like the spin that
Yeah.
like I don't know how you do that.
I think
but-
Right?
in baseball
Yeah.
they see the ball at the release, and then basically it's instinct and timing.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm assuming that's the same thing as taking a serve on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep those texts coming in, 780-218-9999, Paris Jewelers inbox, and of course, Nasty Chat. Stop talking about my shorts. This one says, I'm with Quinn. I lost interest in NBA when players started dictating where they were going. Suddenly, there are only
point.
5 teams in contention every year. Jasmine, like you're a big NBA fan. Like, what would you say to a comment like that?
I completely agree. I mean, I think just being like, I don't watch every NBA game by any means. I'm like actually watching which matches are up. But you were right. But I love everything else about the NBA. Like I always talk about this. I love the marketing. I love the music. I love the opener. It gets me like goosebumps. I love
style, yeah, the style of the athletes,
You know,
yeah.
I love even the interviews are fun to watch. Speaking of, there is a documentary that I talked about last time coming in to Netflix called Starting Five. Hopefully you'll watch it. It's based on.
I don't have. Okay, this is going to be another problem. I don't have Netflix.
What?
On principle, refuse to get Netflix.
Yeah, so many people. I agree.
And Netflix was like on the rise when I worked in cable news, and it was the original demise of cable.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
good
was.
And so I just like, don't get me wrong, I have the other ones. I have Prime, I have Apple TV. I just like, it's just like a principle thing. And now it's like a great conversation. Like people are like, you don't have Netflix? And it's just like, yeah, man. Like, people are attracted to like, they're just like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'll never see it.
Yeah, that's all good.
So now, I started to watch the Michael Jordan documentary because I was using somebody else's Netflix,
Last
and I
Dance
thought it
is
was
the
so
best.
boring. I thought it was so boring.
You thought Last Dance was boring?
I liked it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was hooked.
I thought it was unreal.
Yeah, I was hooked.
Unreal
I
production.
love documentaries. Like, I love documentaries.
Shocker.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Don't be
Anyway.
sorry, be Quinn.
Yeah, it's all good.
What's Nature Boy saying? Nature Boy says, that reminds me of when Homer Simpson gave up drinking, went to a baseball game, realized how boring it was because he wasn't drunk. Talking about like going to a tennis match. I find baseball to be like the best casual social sport to go to.
Yeah. If we had if we had a major league team, I would go all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
all the time.
Riverhawks games are phenomenal.
Oh, they're
So much
phenomenal.
fun.
They've
But like,
created a
there's
vibe.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like about the vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's not a ton of attachment to the actual team.
You want them to win.
Yeah, of
you know
course.
these guys are on the cusp of potentially being drafted, or they're going back to their NCAA teams. But yeah, you're right. It's not like like the Blue Jays. I don't care.
You
about.
don't live and die by yeah.
How are the Blue Jays doing? Bad. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
care.
I
that's
think they
too
won
bad.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with baseball games as well, it's like I guess the pace of the game. So you're not like hockey. Let's be honest. If the Oilers are, I'm one of those people like, please don't talk to me. I'm like concentrating on this
Oh,
game,
yeah.
right? Like NBA, obviously you're kind of you're still watching. But with baseball, you have kind of like, it's like takes your time, so you can hang out, laugh with the girls, like whatever
Yeah,
it is, right?
exactly.
Go grab a drink.
Like, go grab a drink, a hot
take
dog.
a walk around, stretch
Yeah.
your legs, right?
And like major league, ballparks are just like really fun to go
Yes.
to as well. And
Your outside patio, basically.
yeah, that's actually like my travel gift for myself. Like every major league city I go to, I buy that team's, except for in New York, I bought a Mets hat. I will not buy a Yankees hat. And
I respect that.
in Chicago, I got a Cubbies hat, not a White Sox hat, because why would anybody get a White Sox hat? So
Why? They're so good.
Aren't they breaking records of being the worst
Yes.
right now?
Yes, they are.
yeah, but like also like I know in Chicago, it's like nobody admits to being a White Sox fan in Chicago. That's like the big joke there. So imagine having two teams. I mean, imagine living in Chicago. You have everything.
What a city.
What a place
Have you
to
been?
be. I mean,
Not the Chi-Town yet.
Amazing,
It's on the list.
amazing.
I know.
put it high on the
in the
list. It
Green
is an
River.
absolutely incredible city.
Yeah.
I went 2 times in one summer because I actually went because I won an award for work.
Yeah.
So I went to the conference to accept the award, and then like a month later, I went for Lollapalooza.
Oh, yeah.
the music festival, and
Yeah.
like also highly recommend that if you want to do a like a major music festival in your life. August long weekend in Chicago, like you're in downtown Chicago, like the backdrop to all the stages is either like Lake Michigan, downtown Chicago, the Beans right there. Like it's just, and then there's after shows and all these like really cool venues around like downtown and like the Chicago Loop. And
You know,
God, I love Chicago.
on top of all those things, what I love about Chicago is, in general, the people there. Pretty modest. Like they have
are
that,
they? Okay.
that Midwestern charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you get like some taste of like New
Not
York.
like New
and the
York,
East.
whereas, yeah, like,
But
yeah.
the people are nice, and you're like, oh, you're not going to chew my head off if I accidentally bump into you while going across the crosswalk, or if
Yeah.
I need a direction from you, I can ask you, and you're not going to be like, smarten the F up, get the F out of my way.
Totally.
Yeah.
People are such a big deal. In
And you know what, Chicago does kind of win to me, just also because of the access to like good water, like on Lake Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
There's a beach there. Like it's so beautiful. It is such a cool city, and the
Great town.
architecture is just so. I love architecture. I'm such a big city traveler. Like I love city travel because I love architecture. So, yeah, like in Seattle, I was just in Seattle last week for work.
You're at the
Got to
Apple
go to
Cup.
I was at the Apple Cup,
Yeah.
go Cougs. And just, yeah, like all my pictures are of like buildings and how they look on the skyline and that kind of thing. So
I've never spent time in Seattle. Have you been to Seattle?
so many times.
And it's awesome.
No, it gets old. I mean, it's cool when you go. Was this your first time in Seattle?
no, my
Yeah.
sister-in-law is from the area. So
Yeah.
my brother and sister-in-law got married just north of Seattle in a little town called Mukilteo. But so I've been there many times.
But the Seattle people, however, are very nice.
Yeah.
Nicer than Vancouverites.
Well,
Yeah.
Vancouver, that's why my brother moved from Vancouver to Calgary. He's like, I can't make friends. Like, I'm from Edmonton. All my friends I went to college with moved back to their hometowns or elsewhere. So he's like, I don't like work people. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm moving back to Alberta. And he went to Calgary. He
Yeah, like
just
the
couldn't
down
find
home
it.
people, yeah.
Seattle's cool to like. You should go and visit, definitely. Like, but you couldn't do everything within like 3 to 4 days. Like
That's not bad.
They have like they have 2 Michelin star restaurants, I think there too. But the Climate Pledge Arena, beautiful.
I've heard.
Beautiful. I've been there.
That's one of the few I haven't been to.
Yeah, you know what? I actually haven't been to it either, but I was in the building before they renovated it, before they like lifted the roof.
Yeah.
So at the conference, they did a presentation on their waterfront. So they've actually just completely redone their waterfront, and they got like a specially made machine. It was this gigantic thing that like dug under the water and under the ground.
Yeah.
And like they did this whole presentation about it. Like I can't remember some of the stats because it was just insane. But then they also did something on Climate Pledge about how they basically like the roof, like they had to just lift it. And it's just so crazy. So, but I actually was in that building. So I saw it before, and I can tell you it was a dump.
It was
Really?
like 50 years
It was
old.
a dump.
ratchet?
It was like, so yeah. So I had gone in there because I went to Bumbershoot, another music festival there, because my friend who lives in Reno now, she did live in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
And so we went to Bumbershoot, and we went into the building, and it was gross. So I remember thinking when they were building that, I was like, oh, they have a lot of work to do.
They did. They basically
lot
built a
of
new
work to do.
building.
Yeah,
They
that's
built a
the
new
thing.
building,
They
but
gutted it.
could not dispose of the roof. Like that's the craziest
It's a
thing
historic.
to me. But they actually couldn't dismantle it.
Yeah, it's a historic designation.
Yeah.
So it had to stay. They had to fix it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. They put it on lifts, and they dug down. And I think some.
And Climate
combination.
Pledge, like it's just like it's so technologically advanced.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It was the same at Lumen Field. I went to that college game. Like, you know, like, of course I love Rogers, but, you know, like, there's no lines at Lumen or Climate Pledge because you go into the system, you tap your visa, and so then it now, like, it tracks you. You go and pick whatever you want out of the fridge, any beer you want. You don't wait in line. You pick the beer you want, and then you just walk out, and it, like, just scans it.
We're always like a few years behind up here.
Yes, that's true.
It's unfortunate.
Well,
and it's just
hopefully someday we can get
catch
that.
up.
But I mean,
that would be great.
Amazon is based in Seattle, so like they better have great Amazon technology.
They have that store,
right?
that Amazon store where you can just buy something and leave.
Yeah, that's like at Lumen, and then I've never been to Climate Pledge, but they have it there too.
Climate Pledge Arena, the Zamboni, uses recycled rainwater.
That I didn't know that.
I will say that the Seattle Kraken have like a major social impact. Like they really, really do. Like they're very environmentally conscious. They're very community conscious. So I all the power to the Kraken. Like I absolutely, completely respect that because every single team is going to have to get there. Like I'm a big worrier about the environment and the impact that all these places have and all these teams have. Yeah. You know, like I said, like during the pandemic when it was just like the Canadian League, it was just so much better for the environment because you just weren't like hopping cities every day and like, you know, like the environmental impact of like these teams flying on their jets like just kills me.
Yeah, but it's so awesome flying on that jet.
Oh, I believe it.
I loved it. 8 years of glory.
Oh, of course. My dad used to fly commercial.
I know.
Could you imagine
I
flying
heard the
commercial?
stories, yeah. And he was in charge of the travel
Tickets.
for a while, okay, one thing that you can also get in Seattle at Lumen Field Climate Pledge Arena or the T-Mobile Park, I think it's called now, is great beverages because there's a great beer culture there. Yeah. We're lucky to have a great beverage. That's the official drink of the EST Hangout. That is the Finnish long drink, legend of 1952. A drink, unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor, longdrink.com/Canada. I want to get to this with you ladies because we're talking about, you know, baseballs, ballparks, and stadiums, stuff like that. One city and a team that did not get a new ballpark and is kind of living in limbo is the Oakland A's. They're having their final series in Oakland right now. I did see a fan the other day, I think it was yesterday, catch a foul ball and immediately give the middle finger to the owner.
What?
Yeah. So I want to...
You got to have a bleeding heart for Oakland, man. Yeah. So they've lost everything.
Yeah,
there's a great rant that a local sportscaster did on TV. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I saw it. Peter Schrager, if you follow him for football, he reposted it. It was phenomenal as a local sports broadcaster. I thought he did a wonderful job. So I want to read this statement by the A's owner. Came out on my birthday, but I caught wind of it yesterday, and I was like, you know what? We should talk about this because this is a fan base done dirty. Real dirty. Okay? So I'm going to read it and then chime in via the Nasty Chat and Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. To our Oakland Athletics fans, this upcoming series with the Texas Rangers will be the final games of the A's storied 57 years in Oakland. While the A's previously played in Philly and Kansas City, Oakland has been home for the greatest era in the franchise's more than 123-year history, 4 World Series, 6 pennants, 17 division titles, and then a bunch of Hall of Famers and notable players. Triumphs, near misses, the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake in Game 3 of the Bay Bridge Series, 20-game win streak, Hollywood movie, unmatched cast of players, coaches, fans. We've all had it all. And that, I know, is what makes our departure so very hard. Here's where the BS kicks in. Oh, God. The A's are part of the fabric of Oakland, the East Bay, and the entire Bay Area. When Lou Wolf and I bought the team in 2005, our dream was to win world championships and build a new ballpark in Oakland. Over the next 18 years, we did our very best to make that happen. We proposed and pursued 5 different locations in the Bay Area, and despite mutual and ongoing efforts to get a deal done for the Howard Terminal project, we came up short. Only in 2021, after 16 years of working exclusively on developing a home in the Bay Area and faced with a binding MLB agreement to find a new home by 2024, we did begin to explore taking the team to Las Vegas. Okay, buckle up. There are millions of dedicated and passionate A's fans in Oakland and around the world. Countless dedicated staff members, Oakland Coliseum employees have poured their hearts into this team, and their efforts have meant so much to our community. I know there is great disappointment, even bitterness. Though I wish I could speak to each one of you individually, I can tell you this from the heart. We tried. Staying in Oakland was our goal. It was our mission, and we failed to achieve it, and for that, I am genuinely sorry. Looking ahead, I hope you will join our beloved A's as we move forward on this amazing journey. I hope I will see you again sporting the green and gold, and I hope we will make you proud. John Fisher, September 23rd, 2024. Like I said, last night at the game, foul ball was caught by a middle-aged man wearing a Oakland A's jersey, and he immediately gave the double one-finger salute to John Fisher.
Good.
This broadcaster, this local Oakland broadcaster, read that, or parts of that statement, and he ripped this guy, and he's like, there are billionaires in the Bay Area willing to buy the team from you. One of them, who owns the Golden State Warriors and is apparently a friend of John Fisher's, would have bought them, according to this sportscaster. And he's like, John, I could call 3 billionaires right now and find someone to buy this team for you. So
and just pay for a new building
and get it done. Yeah. So here's where the situation is. If you haven't been tracking the Oakland A's, they're supposed to move to Vegas. They're tearing down the Tropicana, I think, in a couple of weeks.
R.I.P. Lovely hotel.
It wasn't great, but it was an OG on the strip.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the plans for the new ballpark in Vegas are not even set. The funding for the new ballpark in Vegas, not even set.
That's wild.
And then in the meantime, they're going to Sacramento for 3 years. Mm-hmm. This team is just royally screwed.
How dumb.
And if you're a hardcore fan of this team, a team that has won a bunch of World Series, has 100 and something year history, like, how chapped would you feel?
As a fan, that would break my heart. Yeah.
Well, and it's just like, you just think, like, remember in the 90s when there was threats of the Oilers moving?
That's
and
exactly
like how
exactly.
detrimental.
Yeah.
Like, and here's the thing, like, Oakland is probably, I mean, it's not comparable to Edmonton. We are a better city. Well, we're a better city, you know.
I've been to
but, like,
Oakland,
there's a lot of identity in your sports teams, right? And, like, to lose those, it's just, that's just soul sucking, you know, and then to just feel so like
you lost your Raiders
left behind. I mean, you've lost the Raiders a couple times, like,
and the Warriors moved to San Fran.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Sad.
And then to just have this, like, and to also just to, like, send out a statement. Like, a statement is just, to me, like, that's just so like, it's so heartless, and you know, somebody else crafted it for you. Yeah. And you're lying. Mm-hmm. Oh, too, on top of it. So.
Well, and that's the other thing that that local sportscaster said. He's like, you didn't even speak to the media in 19 years. You would hide from the media. The only time you would make a public appearance is if you were trying to get public funding from government. And I'm gonna find the local sportscaster's name because he did a great job. The other thing he said too about this whole scenario. Oh my God, I'm losing it. But like, let me look it up because I want to do it justice. But he absolutely shredded this guy, and he's like, you lied. You didn't try. And then the other thing he said, you were born a billionaire. You don't know what you're a penny pincher, which is incredible to say. And he goes, you don't know how to make money. And he's like, he called him out for, he's like, you got to spend money to make money. You're clearly unwilling to do it. I'm going to look up his name right now.
Absolutely. Well, and like, it's interesting. Like, I don't know all the nuances of that. I mean, there was a ton of nuance in terms of like Rogers Place being built and what the city, you know, did and that kind of thing. But, you know, so it's nice, like, a sportscaster is going to do it justice because they have been following that story very closely. Yeah. I imagine they've been in council chambers when, you know, John Fisher was in there, you know, trying to get money and that kind of thing. So
Larry Beal is his name.
Larry Beal.
Yeah.
Way to go, Larry. Everybody go give Larry a follow. Let's give him some love. Like, let's just love on Oakland, hey?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Like, honestly, I just feel, I feel so bad for that city because they've lost so much. And we talk, like, imagine if the Oilers left.
Like, won't.
Like, just imagine.
Right.
I just would kill him.
The city, like, it's a huge part of our identity, and we have like a great arts and culture scene. Like, we're not only Oilers and Elks and Oil Kings, and you know,
we're very
like we're
friendly
great
people too.
Oh, we're lovely.
Very nice.
We have really great restaurants, great food. We have a lot to do.
Yes.
Tommy.
What?
So I'm like, oh, I wonder what Tom's gonna say about the A's, right? This whole time I'm like, what is it? I thought it was gonna be this. So immature I am.
Oh my God. No.
Did you not see this?
No, I did not see that.
I was trending on Twitter.
It's an
What
A's
is
hat.
it?
It's an A's hat.
It's
Oh,
ASS.
ASS.
I want to give.
Har.
Well done. Yes, shocking.
Let's buy that for buy it. Yeah.
I think it's sold out.
Larry Beal, ABC7. Here's just a quote in the sampling. It's, John, you're a serial penny pincher. You destroyed your family's great name and legacy because of your cheapness. I can go call 3 billionaires right now that will buy the team. And then he took the statement, which he had printed, and he ripped it up in front of the camera. Yeah, it was really well done.
That'll get you a lot of fans in Oakland too, right?
I
So
get the
that's not even what it's about, though. Like, you know, like he's just heartbroken. Well, also, what's his job now?
College sports. That's
Yeah.
it, right? Or you got to talk about the Niners, or you got to talk about the Warriors, but they're not in your city.
Are they going to keep the name, the A's? Like, what is?
I would imagine they kept it in Kansas City and they had it in Philadelphia. They've always been the A's.
Okay.
But
so the Sacramento Athletics.
Yeah. And then eventually the Las Vegas A's, who, again, the ballpark, they would put out these renderings for the ballpark on the Strip, and they're like, that looks like a spaceship on the Strip. How are you going to build that? And it's just like pie in the sky stuff. So even in Las Vegas, I follow the Golden Knights, but then you see some of the local stuff that pops up, and people in Vegas are like, no, we're good. We've got the
We've
Knights,
got enough.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
They've got their WNBA team, which is, I think,
the Aces.
The Aces just crushing it again. They're back-to-back champions, right?
Yeah.
They have UNLV. Yeah. They have the Aviators, a AAA team out in summer. They have the Henderson Silver Knights, the Golden Knights farm team in
right there. Yeah,
right there.
exactly.
We don't really
But they're
need it.
catering to tourism, correct? Like that. This is why it's all going there.
I don't know. They're almost
Part
at
of the
3
Vegas
million
experience
people.
and all.
Vegas is a bigger city.
Huge.
It's become a big city. It's 3 million people. But they don't want this baseball team.
Well, and it's funny, if you live in Vegas, you also don't like to go to the Strip.
Yeah, they
Right.
don't.
So to build it on the Strip is actually kind of funny because it's just like people are like, no, I don't want to go there. Yeah. Like when my brother went to UNLV, he's like, we never went to the Strip. We hated it because tourists are like in your way. They don't know where they're going.
Yep.
And like any major city that you go to where a tourist is like looking around, like Amsterdam when I got ran over by a bike because I was like half in the bike lane and didn't realize it, and you know what I mean? But they're angry because it's like, I understand, I'm in your way. I get it.
Yeah.
I just literally revved my engine for pedestrians who had nothing, I get it.
Yeah.
I get the anger, right? But,
well, they're setting up F1 right now, and people that are from Vegas, that live in Vegas, are like, oh my God, they're not happy about it. They have F1 coming up in this global entity, and they're like, oh God, do we need this?
I'm going to read this message in the nasty chat from Timothy Matway. Did you guys see the video of the A's fan last night who pulled out a row of seats from the concrete they sat in and tried taking them with them?
No way.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, you just gonna bring a bolt, remover.
Yeah, well, those seats are not in great shape, having sat in them and been to a few games there. Yeah.
Was it okay, tell me the vibe, because I've always heard that going to see a sporting event in Oakland is a little unnerving.
It's
if you're not cheering for their team.
Well, we're neutral fan. I can't remember which. We saw the A's take on a couple of different teams. Anyway, It is rough. Like, you get off the train. We took the Amtrak from San Jose to Vegas, and the station's right across the street from the ballpark.
Not Vegas. Oh, you're just really.
Oh, pardon me, to Oakland. To Oakland. Sorry.
Just joking.
San Jose to Oakland. Sorry, my bad.
Nobody from Oakland's watching.
Yeah.
And like immediately you're like, whoa, this looks really rough. And you get off the train, and like there's a staircase and a pedestrian bridge over the freeway, and then you go to the ballpark / what used to be football stadium, and then right beside it was where the Warriors used to play, like Oracle Arena. It's literally like right across, and like there's like tarps and garbage and people like living in the fenced in area of the overpass where the staircase is. You're looking around and there's just like garbage everywhere, and it's in rough shape. And then where they had the extra seats for when they had a football team, they just had them hanging out and like just parked in the parking lot. You're like, oh, there's seats there.
They literally didn't even clean it out.
No, it was so like there's the extra seats, and then it was really rough. And I think there was maybe 8,000 or 9,000 at all the games I went to, and it's a ballpark. I think it was built in like 1967 or 69, and outside of maybe some fresh paint, it looks like it's still late 1960s, early 1970s in there. It was really, really rough.
LT just sent the video.
Okay, this is see, like all the rust on those seats. That's bad.
It's like 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's bad. I got a text that came in.
Wow.
This one comes in from Stan Pater. Says, I don't like Gary Bettman, but he kept the Oilers in Edmonton in 97 when Pocklington tried to sell them to the Houston owner. I feel horrible for A's fans. Anyway, I just wanted to like bring that to light because they're getting done dirty in Oakland. Dave Jameson, huge A's fan. I can only imagine how he's feeling about it. But like harsh, like imagine, like you said, if the Oilers were ripped out of Edmonton because the owner was delinquent.
Yeah, literally didn't want to. And when you think about it, like it's just
greed.
Well, yeah, it is greed. Like there shouldn't be billionaires. That is just a whole other thing that drives me bananas. Capitalism though, whatever. It is what it is. Let's not go down that road. But like when you think about it, like Rogers Place, Ice District, what would downtown Edmonton be?
I miss that Staples and parking lot.
What?
I miss the Staples and parking lot that used to be there.
Oh, at the Staples, right.
I'm kidding. I'm being totally sarcastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a
I didn't
sweet
pick up on that.
Yeah.
But, like there's just so much revitalization that comes like with new buildings and like, building out new districts, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same everywhere. So just even for like the city of Oakland, it's just a loss to your city as well, that this guy wouldn't get off his wallet, as my dad would always say, or always says, get off your wallet. Mm-hmm. So it's just, that just stinks because I just think about how much our downtown has been improved because of Ice District. Yeah. So like at work right now, I'm doing our key messages and stuff like that. Downtown Business Association, shout out.
Nice.
So I asked OEG, they activate Ice District. So either Fan Park, the Plaza, or Rogers. 200, and this is major events only. Yeah. Ticketed events, 288 nights a year.
It's busy. I live right across the street.
288 nights a year. There's 80 days that there isn't something going on in that area in Ice District.
Yeah.
When you put it in that perspective, like that's crazy.
I believe you though, because I have a lot of family that comes and visits, and I always have something to do. It's funny when they're like, "Oh, Edmonton's nothing." There's always something to do, bro.
Yeah. There's literally always something to do.
There was like 8 concerts in a 2-week span. I'm like, there's another concert tonight? Oh, there's a game, then there's another concert.
Food city, huge food city.
Yeah. In August, you can't go to Folk Fest and Kerry West. They're the same weekend. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Like there's so much to do in Edmonton. There's so much to do in downtown Edmonton. Mm-hmm. It gets, people think that there's not a lot going on, but there's so much going on in the city. There are more festivals than there are weeks in the year. Yeah. right? And Edmonton has done this because this is actually such an interesting little fact. Like, we're basically an island. Like most major cities, like either it's like a major city, so it has like its own attractions and things like that. Or like, for example, Calgary has the mountains, right?
Yeah.
Edmonton is an island.
Yes.
You know, like there's there's not a lot, like there's Jasper, but that's still 3 hours, right? So Edmonton has had to create, so people calling it Edmonton is insane because Edmonton has had to create its own like island worth of like great things to do.
Correct.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
That's such a good point.
And people need to realize that. So
can I ask you guys a funny question, actually?
No.
So, I was in Prince George this weekend, so I drove through Jasper, and my mom's, all her family's there and stuff. So anyhow,
I've never been there.
And we went to it was an engagement party, an Indian engagement party, so it was lit. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Anyways, so we're driving through Jasper, and my brother says to me, he goes, why isn't Edmonton built here? Like, why didn't the settlers come here? Why did they go north? Like, you know, like Vancouver, for example, they went close to the water, but now but this is before Jasper would be a national park.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I can tell you right now, the fur trade.
Yeah.
North Saskatchewan River.
Is that what? Okay,
Yeah.
is that what
Yeah.
it is? Because
Yeah.
it's like, this is gorgeous. We would have been house like rich too, like the Vancouverites. Right?
Yeah, fair. But in terms of like olden days transport, there was nothing, there was no way to get there, like other than horse and carriage. Whereas the river, you could get here.
And I think
Fun fact, huh?
look at you at Explore Edmonton.
No, I love this.
Explore
Downtown
Edmonton on to the
Edmonton.
Downtown
Yeah.
Business Association.
Very
That's why
good.
I asked the question.
In the
answer.
business of selling Edmonton.
Very well done. And
love.
may I dip into this? I believe some of our farming lands around this area are some of the most fruitful in
Yeah.
the world, I think, with the soil, the richness of the soil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you, like, I think about this all the time. Think about our winters and like what we have to insulate us now. Imagine being like a pioneer, like the first people to come
I
here.
thought about this. Ridiculous.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
It's my Roman Empire. Like, I'm like, how do they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you get like a minus 40 day, you're like, there's no way anybody survived here in 1796.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great place.
They're like bushels, like,
Yeah.
like they're like,
Well, I'm going to go kill a raccoon today
yeah.
and then sell that pelt.
Fascinating
It's
stuff.
insane.
And it's, it's the same with Indigenous people, like, here even before that.
Yep.
And
I know.
we have it.
All right, we're into hour number 2 of the Hangout. Keep those texts coming in, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat. Yes, I'll close my legs with my short shorts. Tom Gazzola, Quinn Phillips, and Jasmine Sidhu with you. Lots to talk about. I do need to mention the Hive Product Marketing, the official
Tom
merch
does that,
partner
would
of
you like
EST.
to get up and stretch?
Oh, do you?
The Hive Product Marketing, official merch partner of EST, promotional products that bring the buzz. TheHiveProductMarketing.com. We don't interrupt liners, Jasmine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was like, this is the sale.
I'm
is-
sorry.
That's where the money comes from. All right.
Product marketing.
Yeah, they're great. Go see
Love
Chelsea. All our great merch. Matthew.
wait.
Met them
new
at the
merch.
tournament. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Matthew working on curating the next pop-up
Batch.
shop, the next batch of merch. So Maddie's a busy boy as we roll along to Road Warriors, presented by AccuSteel Heavy Haul Trailers. Custom manufacturing of heavy haul trailers, quality, innovation, integrity, custom engineered solutions, full repair, service, and retrofit department. No patch jobs, better than new solutions, trusted by the leaders in the heavy transport industry. Get on the road with peace of mind for your large loads. AccuSteel.ca. Yes, and not heavy on the pedal to the metal like Quinn Phillips when she's on the road. I want to
wishes she could be.
I want to
but
get
everybody drives 45. So
Hey now, this text says, "Hey guys, loving the show today. Quinn, really cool to see this angry side of you. Love the fire in your belly. And Jazz, you are killing it again, girl. Close your legs, Tommy. From Sherwood Park." No, I'm the one being told.
who is it? I'll find him.
Whoops.
The anger.
Yeah. Jeffy says, "Jasmine, did you skip social studies classes? I feel like the fur trade was all we learned about."
No, this is true. But I agree. I was just thinking that when I was driving.
Listen, I don't remember. I don't remember social studies, but like the River Valley is such a like it's a huge selling feature for Edmonton.
Yes.
And so I've just learned so much of the history, and there's actually a great little experience you can do, talking rock tours. And so he talks about actually the geology and then also the indigenous history in the area, and it's really cool, like just how old everything is, and you know how long ago the river was carved out and how much wider it's gotten and all that kind of stuff.
It's kind of neat.
It's cool to learn. You forget to like learn these things about your own city, right?
Yeah.
Because you just live here.
Yeah.
Like also like people like that say that there's nothing to do. It's because they don't go do the things. Because when you live in the city, you don't really tend to do the things.
I don't even think it's Edmontonians that say that. It's the people outside of Edmonton that don't
some
give
people
Edmonton
in Edmonton
a
do,
chance.
but people outside of I can't with them. I get so defensive and psychotic.
Me too.
I love it. I love when you get defensive and psychotic. The fire burns.
The fire in my belly.
In my belly. This text says, it was pretty simple. Indigenous people shared knowledge to keep settlers alive. Yeah, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Quickly, the John Jansen Museum by the Kinsman.
Okay.
That I remember going there.
Me too.
It was pretty neat.
Field trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of the early settlers of Edmonton. I think some early 1800s somewhere. They have, and a couple of the original houses are still there. I think one had a fire not long ago. Hopefully it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I remember going there. I've never been to Fort Edmonton Park. So
you should go to Fort Edmonton Park.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
And go
I don't
for
even
like
know
an
how to get
event,
there.
especially too, or something. Like
Go to Dark.
What's
Dark
that?
is amazing.
It is my favorite time.
What is it?
It's the haunted house
It's
for
I can't do that.
Halloween.
No.
I get freaked out.
It's not.
It's fun.
It's basically, here's the thing. If you want to go on a date or something, it's unreal. Like you go there, there's 3 haunted houses. You don't have to do them, but you can go. You can walk around. They have like actors and stuff. All right, you're a chicken.
Yep.
Wait
Listen,
a second.
I'm going to sell it for you right now. It's entirely licensed. You can get beer and walk around.
What do you think I am?
TJ.
I don't think anything. I know.
Oh, okay. Stop it.
But I mean, that's a great selling feature.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
love that. And for those that indulge in cannabis, they have a smoking area and you can smoke your cannabis there too. So
They have like a fire pit. They have like a DJ.
they put on a great event
so
over
much
there.
fun.
But that's the thing. You don't do these things. I've never been to. Oh wow.
Leave Tom alone. For once, I'll stick up for him. Poor guy. He's so
Continue.
concentrated on his legs.
Somebody just likes to look there, I guess. Right?
Are we getting ratings? Go ahead, Tom.
Showing some leg today. Okay, sorry, we interrupted.
But no, like we don't do so many. Like there's so many. I've never been to Kerry West Festival, and it's like this beautiful, incredible Caribbean culture festival. Great. I love that kind of food. I mean, I've been to Fringe. I've been to Silver Skate Festival, but like there's some that I only went to Flying Canoe this past year. You
What
know,
is
like
that?
all these festivals and events. It is a festival over in like the Mill Creek Ravine area. Yeah. So
See.
it's like a French Canadian celebration.
We have
it's
a little
cool, too.
French area.
The French Quarters. Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
By
And
Faculté
that's
Saint-Jean.
the Faculté Saint-Jean.
That's where I go see Chantal when I get my hair cut.
She does
I
a great
took
job.
French immersion until grade 8 and don't remember much French.
It's too bad.
Then started back on Duolingo and started to get a little bit of it. But
You're back.
Does anybody else speak a different language? What do you speak?
I speak Punjabi.
Punjabi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I speak French.
You speak French fluently?
Fluently?
Yeah, grade 11 was when I was done French.
Well, I was done French in grade 12.
Were you in French
30.
immersion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, same.
French
But I
immersion?
did, yeah.
I was in
so
immersion,
all of us.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I blew it.
But I can
I blew it,
fluently
too.
speak Punjabi today. Like, you know.
Wow. That's cool. That's
I
actually
just
really
went
cool.
to a Sikh wedding last weekend.
Tell me about it.
Are you Sikh?
I'm sick.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sick?
I'm sick. I don't necessarily practice it, but
But you don't have the sniffles.
good one.
Thank you.
Sikh. Oh, yeah, I guess
Sick.
the proper.
Okay, sorry.
Sick, but yeah.
Sick. Okay.
But I'm sick too. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first time in a temple, and I mean, they're
Okay.
just so wonderful. They're so welcoming. Like
Is it
the
a
guy that
friend's
was
wedding?
doing that. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
my friend Michelle's wedding, and part one That's the best part. You get like a 2-day affair as well, which is lots of fun.
Sometimes, yeah.
But they're like, like the guy doing the wedding was like, for many of you in this room, this is very new. Mm-hmm. I will explain what we're doing. And it's beautiful. Like it's just, yeah.
And it's a rager, hey?
I don't know. There was lots of food.
That's the thing. There's so much food, so much drinking. You're like exhausted and over it. And like,
sounds like a marathon.
You know what? My cousin's getting the one I went to their engagement party.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the air, but you guys are getting invites to the wedding, so you guys can check out your first Indian wedding.
Snap.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Don't tell my cousin's kidding.
I'm inviting you to the wedding.
We're coming.
There's some connection. Some of them know you guys, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Krager texts this in. Interesting fact/story. Athabasca was supposed to be the capital of Alberta due to it being the first major stop on the river for the fur traders and such. However, the year this was supposed to be made official, Krager thinks around 1902, Athabasca almost entirely burnt to the ground. They changed the plan for the capital, and Fort Edmonton was the next major stop on the river. So Edmonton was then named the city that will be Alberta's capital from an Edmontonian that now lives in Athabasca, Krager.
That's awesome. What a good fun fact.
Yeah, see, and it's so funny. I'm not a history buff, but like when you hear these things, you're like, oh, that's cool. I should probably become a history buff.
Super cool.
Okay, this is another one that I think I read somewhere. Hopefully someone can corroborate this, but the post office in the early days of Edmonton / Strathcona, old Strathcona, which
Strathcona was like a different city.
Yes, like White Avenue area.
Yeah.
At night, people from like Edmonton would go and steal the post office and move it across the river and put it in Edmonton, and then Strathcona people would go and steal it back at night and put it back just to like fight over the post office.
A turf war.
Yes.
The early days of turf wars.
Yeah. I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
If I'm right, please tell me. If I'm wrong, also please tell me. 780-218-9999.
Wow.
Or the nasty chat. We're learning about Edmonton while talking sports.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love that you are like love Edmonton. I know obviously your job is like related to that, but it just seems like you just genuinely just love the city.
Well, and what's funny is I actually went through a stage of like not really loving it. And I have to be honest, when I first started at Explore Edmonton, I was a little, frankly, like kind of over Edmonton. And I was like thinking like, do I want to move? But then I just, like you start to just really like look at Edmonton as a city to like live in, like it's affordable. It's a major city that is affordable.
Absolutely.
So it's just like, like I could go live in Toronto or Vancouver. I could go live in Toronto, be near my brother and nieces, but then I can't travel like I do. Right. Because you're putting all your money into living in Toronto, and like flights to Europe are easier from Toronto, but you can't afford to live there, right? So like there's just, and like we have a great food scene, obviously a great sports scene. There's so much fun, great arts and culture scene. With Rogers Place, we get so many great concerts. Like artists love coming to Edmonton. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to do here. There really is.
It's like, it's okay if you're like in your 20s or something, you want to move away, do that whole journey. Like I did, like I went to school in Vancouver and I love that I did that, but I would want to settle, like I want to have a family here because I can afford to have a family here. I can give my family a wonderful life here. And the people here are unreal.
The people here are incredible. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like a wide variety of types of people. But Tom and I are on the same page right now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But it's also like just such a beautiful multicultural city now too.
Betcha.
I love when I'm walking down the street and I'm like, I'm the only white person around here. You know what I mean? But like, it's just like lovely, like, because it's just like culture just brings so much to your city, the food, like the festivals, all of that stuff. So yeah.
I completely agree with you.
I'm in. I love Edmonton. I had my aha moment when I started traveling around the NHL, and I was like, oh, this city's rough. That city's not as good as I thought. That city sucks. I was like, you know, it's not too bad where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I had to live in Oklahoma City, which was also very welcoming, but very different.
It's Regina, hey?
Yeah, but with 1.5, I think it's roughly the same size as Edmonton population-wise.
Right.
But you're like, oh, it gets very quiet downtown, unless there's a Thunder game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Right.
everyone comes into the city from the burbs, everyone leaves. But they were trying to build their own district. It's called Bricktown. There's a ballpark there.
Bricktown, I do remember. It was
Yeah.
very cool. Believe it
Yeah.
or not, I've been to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, okay. Would you
Yeah.
guys recommend traveling there?
No.
No, okay.
Go to Dallas.
Hard to get to.
Yeah, just go to Dallas.
Hard to get to.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's annoying
Yeah.
to get to. No.
But
no.
if you end up there, very friendly.
Bricktown. And
Bricktown.
Bricktown is cool. It's
It
a
is
cute
neat.
little,
Yep.
the idea, but it's just a very small district. So
Speaking of travel for sports or other things to take in the culture of a certain city, this text comes in and says, Quinn, I'm going to Philly in 2 weeks. Any suggestions other than an Eagles game?
South Street is obviously incredibly cool. I'm sure you remember South Street. Did you get there much?
I did
or-
Market Street, South Street. I did like Independence Hall, Liberty Bell.
And you know
Baseball.
what's killing me is I feel like I'm gonna have to. So at the conference I was at last week, I actually met people who worked for Downtown Philly Association, and they would have the best tips. So is there somewhere that I can like I'll message them? Their city hall is beautiful in Philly too. That I remember that standing out. But South Street and apparently all of the south part of Philly
Is that where the
really
stairs
really
are?
cool.
The Rocky-
no, the Rocky
stairs?
stairs are in a
downtown.
different part. They
I've
are
done the
downtown,
stairs, yeah.
but
So these on my list.
I did the stairs too, and then the neighborhoods through there, or like around that area, are pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's just a lot of brick row housing, and but it's beautiful and stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to get him some more recommendations from locals.
I'll pass along the number.
Okay, yeah.
How's the cheesesteak?
Oh,
They're
Is it
good.
actually
I mean, the
legit?
cheesesteaks
Yeah.
are so
Yeah.
good. And,
Yeah.
just Philly, it's hardened people there.
Yes.
Hardened people.
They are hardened folk.
Ardent
yes.
people.
Yes.
But so I actually went there for my dad's last road trip. So when he did his final 10 games, Rod's Classics,
Yeah.
my brother and I surprised him. Really, it was about us getting to go to Philly.
Hell yeah.
We're kind of jerks, but anyways. And so I was telling these people from Philly last week at this conference in Seattle, and I was saying the Oilers were down 3-0, and my brother and I promised each other, because I was getting sweared at because one guy who was trying to give out get people to sign up for visas, so he worked there, and he's like, do you want a Philly or a Flyers Visa card? And I was like, go Oilers, and he was like F off, and I was like, oh, you work here. I don't think you should be telling people that.
Oh no, that's more than
that's what
okay.
you guys
That's
need.
kosher.
So anyways,
yeah.
so then the Oilers score. They're down 3-0. They score to go up 3-1. I jump up to cheer because my brother and I had promised that we would do it. My brother chickens out because he's now seen how angry everybody is. And then there's people behind me sit the F down, boo.
They are great
And,
fans there.
Yeah, they're
The
insane.
atmosphere is
But
insane, yeah.
rather than because I'm a cheeky gal,
Yeah.
I'm rather than sit down, I turn around and wave, and then I see an Oilers fan a row down and 4 seats over, and I'm like, hey, and I lean over all these Philly fans to give him a high five, and everybody
Savage.
shut up though, because
Yeah.
literally the Philly people last week said they're you're exactly what Philly wants to be. They probably looked at you and were like, oh no, that girl's badass. That's it. We're not even mad at her anymore. Because we wish we were like that.
Wow.
She's not intimidated at all by us. Right. So, but yeah, it's interesting town to walk around because you're just this is a hardened people.
Yep. Quinn don't take no crap.
I like when the rival cities too. Always
Yeah.
represent the Oilers. I wear my jersey. I do it all.
Oh yeah.
Come at me.
Jasmine went to Game 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's do we have to talk about it anymore? Just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Rip the Band-Aid off,
Yeah,
Jasmine.
I know. I'm ready for the
A
new
new
season.
season, so there's a
I'm
game
so
tonight for crying out
jacked
loud.
for the new season.
All right. The game tonight.
Yeah, Game 7 was a great, hell of an experience. Wouldn't change a thing. Very sad, but
No, you would change a thing.
yeah, I would.
One thing.
Yeah, I would.
I understand.
Turn that L to a W.
But yeah, it was a hell of an experience, and I can't wait to go to the Stanley Cup Finals again to watch my Oilers win the cup this year.
Who are they playing for the cup this year?
Who are the?
There's 82 games. It takes 110 games or so to get there. I don't know. I
know,
don't
it's like
know.
Let's just live in like an imaginary land.
Well, we can, or we can live in the now. Totally up to you.
Winnipeg Jets. Let's talk about it.
They were the fourth best team in the league last year.
It won't be them.
Winnipeg Jets were. They're very good. They have a Vezina caliber goaltender. Mm-hmm. You're not having any of it.
No, honestly, I just like I mean, preseason just couldn't bore me more, especially when you basically know your roster.
Yeah. There's no real storylines at camp.
There's not a lot of storylines at camp.
I think Matt Hyman asking for a projected lineup. All I know is that the non-game day players who are not playing tonight are skating right now, and then the guys who are playing are not skating today. And I'm sure we'll get some more information shortly.
Mm-hmm. Preseason is too long.
It's also too long.
No, this is game 4 of 8, so.
I know.
So long. I think like people are already getting injured, like the Rangers, right?
That's their
People
problem.
are like fighting. I'm just saying, like, so unnecessary to have a preseason this long.
At least they're playing games now.
Especially with an 82 game season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Plus the 16 wins that you need in the. This is the first time in
You're like a Wannick. The regular season doesn't matter.
I never agreed with a Wannick until this year. And it's just like, I just want to get to the playoffs now.
What about the journey that is the regular season, right, Jasmine?
I know, and don't get me wrong. Like, I'm
sorry.
Yeah, like of course I'm excited. I'll get into it. But it's just funny. Like, this is the first time where I'm just like, okay, like, let's just get, because like usually it's like, please let them get into the playoffs.
That's how you get.
So you're just and so now it's like, I mean, I can't imagine that they wouldn't, but
legit. I'm down with regular season. I'll watch every single regular season game, no matter where I am in the world. I will do it.
Me too, because I get paid to do it.
Yeah, show off. Yeah,
I know. I'm sorry. It's more. It's a fun job. It's like playing in the sandbox.
Of course.
Yeah, the toy department, we used to call it at Global Edmonton.
That is a good one too.
Yeah.
A couple of questions coming in from Abutski versus the Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999. 2 random ones for Quinn. At the Shamrock, do they still have the pictures of all the club presidents over the years on the wall?
Sure do, baby.
Beautiful. Abutski also asks, I assume that you know Punita McBrien well. Is she related to Buffalo Joe and Mikey from Ice Pilots? Do you know?
I will have to ask her today at work. I do know Punita well. She is my boss. I report to Punita. She's the best. She's the absolute best.
I see her on TV all the time.
Oh yeah, she's a great spokesperson, great advocate for downtown, super knowledgeable. Just trying to soak up all her knowledge.
I love that.
Yeah,
we're learning every day.
Yeah. You have to.
Jasmine from Lucky Charlie. Mm-hmm. Which team is more underwhelming year in and year out, the Jets or the Leafs?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Underwhelming. I have to go. You guys will disagree.
Go for it.
I say underwhelming is the Jets because the Leafs are still, you hate watch them. So it like gives me a little bit of like, I don't know, I get a little hyper.
Do you?
Yeah, because
Like on Saturdays?
Yeah, that's right. I actually watch it and you're all going to hate me for this, but I want to see what Austin Matthews is wearing.
No, I can appreciate that. Listen, at least like he brings a little jazz.
Yeah, exactly.
And pizzazz?
Jazz and pizzazz,
and you have
right?
some celebs at those games. And
ugh. What celebs?
I don't know. We got Bieber out there.
Oh. Yeah, okay. The Rangers games is where the celebs go.
Obviously.
Like the real celebs.
Yeah. And Miami. There were lots. Yeah, there were lots at the Packers game.
Yes, there were actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's neat in New York and LA where you do see like the big time celebrities that go to games.
Yeah,
and like, that's
they
awesome.
live around there and stuff, right?
And Miami too, because there's a lot in Florida around there. Anyway, I thought that was.
I hope that question. I hope that because here's the thing with the Jets, they're kind of boring to watch. Sorry, it might be a good team, but they're boring.
You're not the only one who feels that. How do you feel like? You remember the old Jets too, like
well, kind of, yes, but I mean, yeah, like the old Jets that like just always had to go through the Oilers, and so just had great teams, but we're never going to get anywhere.
Yeah,
like it's kind of sad.
They had really good teams.
Yeah, and you know that legacy kind of lives on because they just can't really seem to get the wheels going. to, you know, like live up to some of the expectations that they've had in the past. So
Yeah, Nasties are hating on my Austin Matthews take. I'm sorry. I should have kept it to myself. I like that stuff. You guys should know that by now.
It's good to see that stuff, though, actually starting to get into, like, the hockey mainstream, where the NHL puts up, like, what the guys are wearing when they're walking into
They're
the
doing
stadium.
it now, like more recently, right? With
Yeah,
NHL?
it's a thing.
It's
And
a thing.
we have a thing on Hello Hockey called the Modern Power Play, where the boys from Modern Measure are going to be analyzing players' suits, their suit game and style as they walk into the arena.
Incredible.
Really?
I love that.
Yeah.
There's just like, there's just so much more that goes to the game. And like, you know, you never know who you also intrigue and like create a fan out of when you're talking about those things. And then you're like, oh, actually, that's cool. I'm going to pay attention to that more.
I think the guys
blah, blah,
like
blah,
it.
Right?
I think they like it. I think the NHL players, like obviously NBA, NFL does, but I think the NHL players, maybe not McDavid, but like the rest of them, I think they like it.
McDavid likes style.
Yeah,
I think
he's a stylish guy.
Yeah, well, his wife is now, so he's got to be. But I think they actually put effort into their outfits, and people don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like Warren Fogle wearing the T-shirt underneath his
the Kobe, right?
Yeah.
Kobe wearing the Oilers
and
jersey.
like let's go back to my days growing up around Rexall and like the Doug Waite, Todd Marchant era.
Yeah.
Those guys were nerds. They dressed so badly. Mm-hmm. Like I remember when I was a teenager, like I was like, you're wearing like tapered jeans and like dad runners to the rink every day. Like they weren't stylish. Like certainly like hockey has evolved to become a little bit more stylish as well. I remember some of the outfit. Like I was just like, these guys aren't cool. Like when you're a teenager and you're a teenage girl who's like, you know, finding herself and finding her own style and stuff. I'm like, you guys like are cool, but you're not cool. Like you're lucky that you're hockey players because that's not it. Unless you're Eric Brewer.
Oh my goodness.
Handsome man draft.
Handsome man. Oh, yeah, we're going to be doing the handsome man.
Don't forget Eric Brewer.
Easily.
Oh, he's a snack, Mr. Prince George. Yeah.
Oh.
Mr. Prince George, he's a snack. Jasmine said it. All right. How about this guy? We got a picture sent in from Found Gager's old Sunshine Boy photo.
That's That's
The Rock.
I honestly, for a
they
second,
just put his face on the rock.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Gager.
I was like, that's a really well done Photoshop. And I was like, and why is he actually dressed like The Rock?
Gager was a Sunshine Boy at one point after his second stint with the Oilers. Yeah.
I miss Sunshine Boys.
Do you really know?
No.
Really?
I knew people that were Sunshine Girls too. And I was like, no, don't.
It was still something to look forward to, I suppose, right? Be like, oh, you could quickly go to that page.
It's like page 6 in New York, except it's the Sunshine Girl.
I was quite fond of the Sunshine Girl back in the day.
You did?
Of course.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I always read, eat
More than
cereal, look at all the stats, read the articles, and then flip over and be like, look at her. She looks lovely.
She looks like
She
a
likes
nice
horseback
lady.
riding.
I was going to just say long walks in Millwood Park.
Yeah. She's into crypto now. All right, I got to get to this. The 2024 Tailgate Chili Cook-Off is happening on October 5th. We are a partner of the Chili Cook-Off happening down at Commonwealth Stadium at the tailgate. It's also presented by the Elks Herd and the Turf District. Head down to Lot B outside of Commonwealth 3 hours before the game to vote for your favorite chili. Great prizes from local businesses such as EST. And you need a BBQ. This year's contest is the biggest one yet. I believe there are 30 participants. They will be judging 25 traditional chilies, 5 vegetarian chilies in order to get all of the chili family involved. So we're not excluding the vegetarian chilies. Taste testers have to go to stall number 182. So that's on October 5th, and the votes will be counted off-site the night of the event. Winners will be announced the following week for a trophy presentation and prize handout on October 25th. So Chili Cook-Off at the tailgate, Elks Herd and Turf District, along with us at EST for the football game. Big football game happening on Friday, ladies. I know Jasmine is getting more and more into the CFL.
I am, yeah.
Quinn, you're obviously a big-time CFL fan, and this is do or die for the Elks.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to win on Friday.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna come hopefully and watch it with you guys.
It's gonna be fun. Like,
because it's a big state game.
we are having the watch party at Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge. The entire crew from EST will be there. You're more than welcome to come out.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, you are the
Birthday-
commish.
It's a birthday week.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I always
Jasmine, you're gonna be there. I'll
Yeah,
be there. Yeah.
I'll-
appreciate
try my best.
invites.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is a big game.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
nervous for them because like they've made this fun and they've started to like create a little bit of noise, and it would just be nice to see that continue a little bit.
Maybe them even like tease the playoffs, because like if it's that loss last weekend was rough. I mean,
Yeah. I was at a
frustrating
wedding.
game.
So I didn't get to watch the game, but then I just checked the score after, and I was like, that is just in terms of the momentum that they were gaining with fans and like people coming to the games, I was like, oh, that one stings
Gut
for
punch.
a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Like just like outside of the standings, you know what I mean? Like they're getting, and then fans come out and see them get pummeled like that. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no offense. It was very
Yeah.
lackluster.
Kind of a slow game though in the beginning. No,
Last week, totally.
I had it on in the background. I was getting ready.
It's 3-0 Winnipeg. I know you're trying. It's very good, but it feels like you're right. Like Quinn said, it's picking up momentum, and winning helps that. Obviously, winning
Of
5 of
course,
6
yeah.
in a stretch there was good. I don't know. Bombers are on a 6-game winning streak. I thought that was the game that was for the taking. McLeod Bethel Thompson looks like he'll be getting the start instead of Trey Ford.
And you're okay with that?
I don't know. I would have leaned towards Trey Ford again, but he didn't have a good week, and the
see
Bombers
the
did a
other
good job
well,
stymieing
just
him.
like at the end of the day, yeah, like he just wasn't good enough, and
He admitted it. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. This is like a brick wall that they might have run into in these 2 games. I don't like their chances anywhere near as much as I did heading into last weekend. So who knows? Maybe they surprise us. Maybe MBT comes up with a good game, but this is going to be tough. This could be the season. It's hanging in the balance,
Well,
Jasmine.
yeah, and you just know the Bombers know that too, and
course
like
they do.
so it's just like, yeah, it's an uphill battle this
Yeah.
week. There's no doubt about that. But you know, on the flip side, they win this one.
And we're back,
Sky's the
baby.
limit, right?
Yeah, we're talking about playoffs again.
Yeah.
So they're out of playoff spot as of right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, for the first time ever, there is potential for an Eastern team to cross over to the West in the postseason, because there is a crossover rule. It hasn't happened. It's only been West teams. I think there's been 12 instances where it's happened, where a Western Division team has crossed over to the East. They've never gotten past, or really won. They've never gone to the Grey Cup on the crossover, but we could see an Eastern team cross over to the West. Do you find that odd? Because you've been covering this league for a long time.
yeah.
Eastern crossover.
Well, yeah. Especially because, like, in theory, like, if you're crossing over, it means the East is not as good, right?
Yeah.
And
And
so
that's how
then,
it's
like,
been.
how do you? It's like never. Yeah, that's
and it'd be
that's a
Calgary,
long,
Edmonton,
long-
and Sask being the worst teams in the West.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which is
it, like, and like, what have they said about it? Like, I can't remember. Like it's just like it must be the travel. That's a silly
I
thing
don't
to
know.
say. I don't know what it
It's
is.
just weird.
Well, you just like there's just 0 home field.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing.
It is like a weird thing when you think about it. Yeah.
So BC Lions are better than us.
Don't have.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they had a pretty bad start too, right?
They no, Winnipeg had a bad start.
Winnipeg had a
was
bad
on-
start,
and the
and
yes, the
Winnipeg's
Elks
so
went
good. Yeah.
0-7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like as per usual, Winnipeg's always good. Right?
Well, they had a lot of years of being a very bad club. But now, you know, they get to enjoy it because they've now been very good for like at least a decade, hey?
Pretty much.
9 years.
Yeah.
8 years, yeah. I want to go to this question because I love it, because I love
Go
the
for
Summer
it.
Olympics, and I'm going to include you in the question.
go ahead.
What sport at the Summer Olympics would you like to cover, Quinn and Tommy? And Jasmine.
Jasmine, you go.
I think Tommy would be a good reporter for lacrosse in 2028. Sixes lacrosse will make debut in lacrosse. You know that obviously I'm not covering lacrosse. Oh, look, another boring game.
Who won the match? What would you want to cover?
Who cares?
Jasmine, what
Yeah, what would
say?
you want to
Oh,
cover?
I don't know.
Summer Olympics.
diving maybe.
Why diving?
Because then I can be like, "Ooh, look at the roly-poly do it into the water." I don't know.
You're not
yeah,
supposed
and
to
then
say stuff like that.
commentary,
You
and
can't say stuff like that.
And then
No, I mean rollies.
Oh, I thought you meant like their bodies because they're quite fit and limber.
They are very fit.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. I'd be like funny little like, "Oh, look at him jump really high." I don't know, man. I wouldn't. This is exactly why I wouldn't. This is why the question was for you too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, then.
I mean, mine's
Go for it.
You want my
easy.
ghetto commentary?
Like
No.
it's pool related, so it's swimming and water polo. I mean, my two sports. I swam growing up, and then
Nice.
and then played water polo. I don't want to take Elliot Friedman back to this time when he called Ryan Lochte winning
yeah,
against Michael Phelps. And that was such a, like, so this is funny. So when you're a swimmer, you identify strokes. Like, you can tell the difference between strokes. I knew the difference between Ryan Lochte's freestyle and Michael Phelps' freestyle. I knew Michael Phelps, like, I wouldn't have to look at the lanes. I know what they look like when they're swimming. Oh. Right? And so I remember when Elliot was calling that, he's like, Lochte. And I was like, no, dude, that's not Lochte's stroke. You know, like,
he doesn't.
because,
He's
like,
a hockey guy.
He's of course, he was put in such a tough situation.
Yes.
I felt so bad for him, but like swimming would be easy for me to call because like once you know the swimmers, you identify their strokes, you know what they look like in the water. And then water polo, obviously I played water polo, love water polo.
love watching it.
Insane.
Is it aggressive?
Yeah.
there punching under
Yeah,
the-
is there kind of like
I
indicating
punched under the
something?
water,
You
but
did.
I'm a psychopath.
Bad
So
queen.
yeah,
Yes.
bad.
Psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that one time. The last time I was here with Sean as well, I was like, I would feed punches to girls under the water when they pissed me off. So, but yeah, so it's just like two sports that I understand, two sports I absolutely love, and I would love. But I would, if I could pick a job in sports again, it would be golf. I would cover golf. I would be Amanda Balionis. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, she's got it pretty good. She does a good job. You'd
She's
be
not
great
there
in
anymore.
there.
Thanks, pal.
She's not there anymore?
No, she left.
What?
She left golf.
Wasn't she there earlier this year?
Yeah, she's done now.
Where'd she go?
So there's a job open, maybe.
Get in there.
What am I doing?
Get in there.
An aha moment there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait a sec. I gotta go, guys.
The universe threw you one.
Yeah.
Take it and run
Yeah.
with it. I would honestly cover any sport in the Summer Olympics. I would do anything they asked me to do. That's actually how I wanted to get into broadcasting. I wanted to do the 2010 Olympics. Clearly didn't get there. I've never done an Olympics. I would cover table tennis. I would do like the sport climbing. I would do whatever. I would do rowing, for crying out loud.
I would study for months to be able to do it. I completely agree with you. Like, I never wanted to give up on like that Olympic dream, and because it's the elite. Like, I remember growing up, I mean, the reason I started swimming was because of Mark Tewksbury and like Steve Armitage on the call.
Steve Armitage.
God, I miss that
Legend.
voice calling swimming, because it was just so much of my childhood. Because he would call all the like national, like, you know, the national meets and stuff like that, and like, what an absolute pinnacle to be able to go to the Olympics and cover the Olympics.
Yes, experience the village and just the city and country and the world all focused on that one small area of the world.
And have any of you been to an Olympics, just
No.
even as a spectator?
No.
Well, in Canada.
You went to Vancouver.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. See, I'm always so mad at myself that I didn't
I've never
go.
experienced
It's
it.
unreal.
So my friend who lives in Brisbane, 2032, the Olympics are going to like the Gold Coast in Brisbane. And I'm like, I think that's a good reason to go back to Australia, have a place to stay, and go see the Olympics there. Because also like an Australian Olympics, that's pretty epic.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Jolene Latimer from The Score will be on tomorrow with Jasmine and I. She just got back from Paris.
Yeah.
She did the Paris Games this past summer. She's doing it for The Score and NBC. She has great stories, and she says, and she's done a few Olympics now, and she says there is this like cool feeling and vibe around there, and that's something that I kind of want to experience as a
Yeah,
broadcaster.
she's lovely. She's very lovely. I
Yeah.
got to hang out with her at the SDs.
Yeah, she
where
was
we
at the-
missed you, by the way.
Yeah, it would have been great to have you at the SDs.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, next year.
I can't believe you didn't come. I was like literally looking for you.
Oh.
I'm so disappointed.
Well,
But we have
Do you have an explanation?
explain yourself.
I didn't
Explain yourself.
get invited.
What? Oh my God. We need
That
to
can't
we need
be
to fix
true.
this. Okay.
I didn't want to say it.
Well, not on me.
Their
I should
niece
just buy.
said to come.
Yeah.
He was gonna come, but she had to work that night. Yeah.
Now we've learned, like, Rashad said the same thing the other day. He's like, nobody invited me.
What the hell? That's
What do you mean nobody? You're always welcome.
Yeah.
Well, no, and that's fair. And truth be like, I mean, I'd love to watch every day. I can't watch every day, just mainly because I'm a tire fire in the mornings and stuff like that. So I didn't know it was coming until kind of like when we were like right before it. And I was like, oh, well, nobody really told me. And I had a funeral that day. So it would have been quite the paradox, like, funeral in the morning. And
there's a bit of a dichotomy there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Okay, on a much brighter note, as we get into the last 10 minutes of the Hangout, it's been a fun show. They fly by.
They
sure
fly.
do.
I always worry because I'm like, what are we going to talk about? And then
I
it just you
always
never
worry.
have to worry.
So
I had
many
a
things.
list. We didn't even cover. I think I had 7 items. I think we covered one.
The NBA.
Well,
yeah.
That's exactly.
Didn't
what-
really cover
yeah.
it.
Hey, save some of it for tomorrow,
Yes.
too. We got another show,
Yeah,
right?
now
Like,
you don't have to prepare tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
she's ready to go.
Just enjoy the evening.
Yeah.
Joelle, in all caps, like Joelle tends to do.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Quinn.
Oh, thank you.
What is the game plan to celebrate the rest of your birthday? Because it's birthday is different than like, hey, around your birthday weekend celebration, send it off.
Well, Rod, Debbie, and Quinn are going to go for dinner tonight after I'm done work. I'm going to fly into work right after this.
Excellent.
Going for dinner, a little pizza pasta, and
Nice.
yeah, and then Saturday, I'm going to go to the Oilers game. I don't tend to go to preseason games, but there's an opportunity to go in a suite. So
Lovely.
I'm going to do that. And then actually going to go to the Chinatown night market because I think that'll be really cool.
Unreal.
Like an Asian night market.
Yeah.
Always really wanted to go to one of those. So, and then Sunday, it's Sunday Fun Day, baby.
Oh, yeah.
NFL, Ice House. You guys are coming.
Yeah. What time?
11 a.m. That's the Vikings Packers game.
Breakfast.
So,
I'll be there.
Mimosas.
yeah, like a little mimosa.
Sure.
Tom, we got to get the bus going back to Calgary. Speaking of mimosas.
Oh yeah, you brought mimosas that one year.
Yeah, in mason jars.
Yeah, you and Fennell.
We would take the bus to Calgary for the Labor Day Classic.
Oh, cool.
the
Always
wheels,
suffer through a loss.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
We went like
And
7
we'd
straight
go
years.
cocky. I'd go in hot.
Yeah, we'd
You
go
know
in
how
hot,
I am.
even
Like,
though they were
yeah.
bad. The wheels were in motion, bad pun intended, to get that going again. We were derailed.
Yeah, I
But,
just had to pump the brakes on
We
that.
had to pump the brakes, and maybe we'll reload and get it going next year. But it was so much fun. So, okay, that's going to be a fun weekend. I'm looking forward to that. This one, again, more leg talk. I want to read text, but they're about my legs.
Well, let's read them. I want to hear
They're
them.
funny though.
Yeah.
If they're funny, send them.
Maybe a bed sheet could be draped over Tommy's legs.
Bed sheet, right? Oh, you nasty.
Oh my god, that actually makes me laugh.
You both giggled way too loud about that one.
It's just funny.
Unbelievable.
It's okay. I'm lucky I'm sitting beside you.
No
Not
choice.
funny.
You guys said my outfit was boring today. I'm living with it.
It was, yeah, well, compared to ours.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
listen.
Quinn.
I'm wearing silver shoes, bright red pants,
A beautiful blazer. May I
and like a
look at that.
houndstooth blazer.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Very vibrant.
Vibrant,
It's
trendy,
a beautiful summer-like day in the
Yeah.
fall.
beautiful day. And this weekend
It's
should be
my
really nice.
43rd birthday.
Yeah, good
We're
vibes.
feeling good. She's
Yeah.
3 long drinks deep already.
Quinn is?
No, you.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding.
It's green tea.
She's got green tea going.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunrise today. Beautiful day to get out there and be active because this is kind of like the last hurrah of the summer, and it's your birthday. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's a good day. I already worked out this morning. I made my friend Angela get up this morning because I was like, this is how we're starting my birthday.
All right.
Yeah.
5:20 a.m. alarm. It was a hard
Ew.
workout today, too.
Yeah,
It was lower
it was.
body, leg day.
Very good.
Yeah, but then you feel energy, right? Like,
Yeah,
once you're
for
done,
now.
then you're good for the rest of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you the girlies that do the whole like birthday week, birthday month, or
No.
birthday week at least? No,
This is a thing.
I do a birthday week. Every day's a damn party. What's up?
Lucky. This is a thing. We do this. This is what we do now. birthday week, birthday month.
Come on, life's short. Why not?
Yeah, it is true. You should celebrate yourself.
Quinn, you kind of are doing a birthday week. Come on,
I mean, let's not get ourselves. I've certainly stretched a few events here.
I was even asking Tommy because his birthday was on Monday. I'm like, so, like, are you gonna send it this weekend? Like, what's up? And he's just like, no, I had dinner with my parents, or
Yeah.
you know, like,
We went to Mr. Mike's on Friday. It was
Such a grown-up, refined boy.
I know.
People think I'm a wild child. I'm not. I'm boring.
I used to be a wild child.
I know. I saw it. You're still a wild child at heart.
At heart, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny though. Like after I turned, like and a lot of my friends are like 35, and they're like, they'll still go out late, and I'm like, I just can't wait for you to get to like 42, 43, and just like let me know where you're at with that. You know, like you're making fun of me, but like it's tough. It doesn't get easier.
No, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a good one. It comes in via the Paris Jewelers inbox. It says, I just saw it was the late, great Joey Moss's birthday as well today. R.I.P. Joey.
Are you serious?
And Quinn was around the rink in many different capacities over many years while Joey was there. Any fond Joey Moss memories as we celebrate your birthday and his birthday? And then maybe one from Jasmine as well.
Oh man, there's a lot of memories there. Like I'll just go to my childhood and just like, you know what, honestly, watching him and Sparky, like just their dynamic, and you know, like he would yell at Joe and Joe would yell back, and it was all just in like good fun. And I just remember the cart that Joe used to push, like with the Gatorade thing on it, and it was just like donk 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 donk, like, you know, and like just I loved that dynamic because I just found them to be hilarious, right? And they just both loved each other so much and had such a great relationship that was enjoyable to take in.
Do you remember when Joey would point at his, like, grab you and you'd be like, what? And you'd like look, and it's Joey, and he's like, you got to be out of here in 10 minutes. There's a meeting. And you're like, get out of here.
That
was his way of like clearing everybody out. You're like, there's no meeting.
Like, who sent him to do that, right? Like, that's
Harry
what you know.
Langer,
like, it's like,
Sparky,
it's just like
Staffy.
the guys that didn't want to do it were like, Joe, go tell them to get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, meeting 10 minutes. And you're like, shut up, Joey.
And we're not done.
We know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
We'll leave when we're done.
Or he'd start vacuuming.
Oh
like,
my
stop
God.
it.
Yeah. Not good, man.
Not yet. Stop. Any fond Joey Moss memories?
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that how Gretzky brought him in, and like what a story that was, and that's history. Like he's part of history forever. I think that's such a beautiful thing. If you don't know the story, you should really research it. Seeing his murals and still seeing him on the jumbotron, just singing the anthem gets me teary-eyed. I'm so proud of this country, proud of this team.
That's beautiful. Yeah. You should have seen him sing La Bamba at the Christmas parties. I had to introduce him a few years as the MC, and I was like, this is going to be great. Everyone loved it. Didn't matter how bad the team was. He would get up there.
That was like the one high point of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Joey singing La Bamba.
The 22 wins.
Yeah. He would also like take the mic sometimes, and he'd be like, can I take it? I'm like, here, Joe, go do interviews. And he'd be like, just want to thank my son for giving me the microphone. Let's go over here. And he would call me his son, and I'm like, oh my God. He'd put his arm around me.
Son, yeah.
He'd put his arm around me, and I'd be talking to a player. He'd be like, hey, did you see my son's hair today? He combed it with a pork chop. I'm like, Joey, that's the line the players say to you about your hair.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, Joe, you're the best. So you and him sharing a birthday today.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, we're out of time.
This is also, okay.
Why? What did you want to say?
I was just going to say, unfortunately, this is also the day that Arnold Palmer died a few years ago. Sorry.
Legend, but like, come on. Let's end it on a high note here.
I love Arnold Palmer.
Drink?
Yeah.
I do like the drink. I'm not going to lie, but I love watching old things about Arnold Palmer, and he just seemed like the best man.
One of the best golfers of all time.
There you go. Birthday, live your life. Life is short. Enjoy.
There you
beautiful.
go.
There we go. A little
A
wisdom.
reminder to live life to the fullest.
Legit.
Because you could also
Be
die on this
happy.
day.
Be positive. And if, yeah,
Oh
exactly.
man.
Be positive. Don't be a hater. Be a hater, but make it funny if you're going to be a hater.
Yeah.
Don't actually
Boom.
be a hater.
There we go.
Yeah.
So grim. Like, unbelievable. Have fun on your birthday. Yeah, you didn't catch what she
I
said.
feel like
Thank
everybody,
God.
like, listen, I'm positive, upbeat, happy, funny person. I just brought a little bit of fire today.
Yeah, you did.
Girl.
Yeah. I was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happiest of birthdays to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we got to co-host today.
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
liked it a lot. It's
You're
nice
back
having a-
tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Yeah, can't wait. Tomorrow. Can't wait.
Jolene Latimer from
Come
The
on
Score.
in if you're driving by.
Oh, gosh.
On that
yeah.
wonderful street.
On 107th.
Yeah, let me venture down 107 again.
Here we go.
I'm going to end it with this text. I do birthday week all the time. Take the whole week off work and celebrate all week. My wife doesn't like it.
Oh, you
LOL. I love it.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Huge happy birthday to Quinn Phillips, the commish. And we're getting the handsome man draft coming up
Oh,
here.
I can't wait.
And
I
you
gotta
and
think about
Jasmine
what
want
the
Eric
category of
Brewer.
I
commissioner's
would
pick
love to
has
have
to
my
be.
2 cents in this if I
Yeah.
could look at this. And
You can give me a draft list because I have no interest in this whatsoever. Yeah, let's go. You can
Oh,
be on my
you'll win
team.
it.
I know. I need
For
to
an
go for the
SD.
4P.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I won the SD for that. So that being said, we're gonna see you very, very soon. I'll see you on Saturday or Sunday at Ice House.
Sunday at Ice House.
Saturday, Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge. It is the Elks Bombers watch party.
Friday. You said Saturday.
Oh,
Friday.
Oh my god.
It's all good, bud.
And I'm off to BP's in Sherwood Park for the Oil Stream coming up next year on EST. It's the lock shop with Dusty, who's live on location at BP's already, and Huss.
And Tommy's traffic report when he gets there.
I'll give you a traffic
While you
report.
drive.
Absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful early autumn day to celebrate Quinn's birthday.
Oh, wow.
We end today's show by saying happy birthday to Quinn, the commish. For Jasmine and birthday girl, I'm Tom Gazzola. Round of clicks.
Round of clicks.
Rock Shop's coming up next. We'll talk to you later.
Whoa!
Sorry. Let's go, YouTube, Trev. Oh,
Wow.
and that's
That monitor is
Coming
coming
in
on the edge.
Oh, my apologies. Dusty was having some technical issues.
What do we do?
I don't know. He's not
Just
ending the
hang
show.
out,
He
hey?
just keep going.
Man, you can feel the cool air come in when that door
I know.
opens. So nice.
Let's go. There you go. Right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Awanek, Tom Gazzola with here. Joining us today,